Hoy, desde el pit de Chicago, con esta campana, vamos a entrevistar a David Dorman. Oh, David, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
There are people that say that the trading is impossible to live.
Yeah.
There are
It's always in your blood.
Yeah. So, if someone say to you, it's impossible to live from trading, what do you say?
You might have you might find a different profession, or you might do some, but the market will always be within you. You'll always be looking at the market, watching the market, be interested in why it went up or down that day. So you might have to go different job or stop trading for this reason or that reason, but it'll always be in your blood trading.
Yeah, you have to love it.
You love, yeah. You have to love it.
I have thousands of students, actually. I would like you to give him an advice.
Sure. My advice...
One from the beginner and one from the person that is very close to get what they want to do, but maybe it needs something.
It's right there?
Yes.
For the beginner, I would say, don't worry about the money. Trade the market.
Yeah.
Buy one, sell one. Buy two, sell two. Buy one, sell one. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what you're making or losing. Trade real small in the beginning, but just trade. Get a feel for it. Get in, get out. Get in, get out, and you'll get a feel for the market. Even if you're wrong, you'll know you're wrong by the mistakes you make trading, and you'll feel you're wrong.
You learn from your mistake, right?
Exactly. Now, for someone that's really, really close and ready just to, that the market will always be open tomorrow. You don't have to make the money the last 20 minutes of every day. The market will always be open tomorrow. The question is, will you be here to trade?
Yes.
Don't lose a lot of money trying to do something that you don't need to, or a risk that's not really there. The market's going to be open tomorrow. Wait for an opportunity. Plan out your chances. Take your shots when there's opportunity. When there's nothing going on, sit back. You don't get paid for trading. You made 100 trades, you don't get paid for that.
Yeah.
You get paid for good, winning, executed trades.
Yeah.
Don't trade to just trade. If the market's not moving, wait. The market will get busy eventually. I don't know if it's tomorrow or next week, but wait for your opportunities.
Exactly. Which it has been the trade that you feel more proud? That you will never forget.
That I will never forget. That's a great question.
Yeah.
There was an opportunity on 9/11, and it was craziness. And we were trading. The opportunity was humongous, and I took on more than I was ever comfortable with. And I knew it was good right away. But I gave a trader next to me who had always watched over me and taken care of me in the beginning. I gave him half of it after I knew it was really, really good. One, because I didn't want that much on. I was going to make some money, but he had helped me along the way. So helping out someone else because they helped you, I thought it was a good move. So I'll never forget that opportunity that I gave him when it was a good trade.
Wow. And the big trade you have never seen? Maybe for another company.
Yeah, personally, I kept my numbers down. But when you're talking about Merrill Lynch and the big boys, hundreds, thousands, banks, that's real money. They're trading huge lots. There's so much money to be made trading 1s, 5, 10s in and out that you don't have to trade huge. Trade what you're comfortable with. If you just make a little money every day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you got a lot of money, right? But when you lose a little. Don't make and lose it all. Make a little. But if you have a bad day, that's okay. A bad day, everyone has bad days. But don't make it worse and worse and worse.
Do you think that the secret of very good trading is the money management.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've seen some great traders, but they just don't know when to get out of their loss.
Yeah.
And they make 9 good trades out of 10, but that one trade they take us, they get killed on, and they wipe away their 9 good ones. And he's a great trader, but he always makes that one mistake. Get out of the trade. The market's always going to be open tomorrow. Get out of your loser, trade again. When you're flat, when you're even, you think better. You have a better way because you're not biased. You're not short, you're not long, you step away. See what the market is doing. Get flat, see what the market is doing. Get right back in if there's opportunity.
And the last question, I have, for example, my son is 14 years old, and I am teaching him how to trade.
Sure.
There are many parents that ask me about is good or is bad in your opinion to begin with a boy or girl, maybe when they are 14, 15, explaining slowly, step by step, what is the market, and to explain them that is another way to earn money, a different way that is explained in the school. What do you think about that?
I think it's for sure the right thing to do. And even if your child doesn't grow up to be a trader, there's so many different things that the market is involved in every aspect of the world. If he's a lawyer, if he's a doctor, there's so many different jobs in the world that the market affects, that it's important to know why the market is doing what it's doing, why and when, for so many different jobs, not just traders, and why the economy is good, or why the economy is in a slowdown period, or what is Brexit affecting the markets in Europe?
Because that affected everybody.
What is the president in the U.S. has so much effect on the markets?
Yeah.
Even if you are in politics, you need to know about the markets and what moves what, not to trade, but so you can successfully do your job as a politician and understand what they're doing here. So politicians like to tax people here. They need to understand what's really going on here if they're going to make rules for us.
Yes.
And it's tough for people that don't know anything and didn't look at the market growing up and what the market is to understand it at a later age. So I think it's wonderful for kids to understand what the market is, why it is, and for kids to look at different stocks, because now they can follow YouTube, right? And they can follow Amazon, and they can follow Toys R Us and video game companies, right? So now, and Apple, right? Now everyone has their phone. So now these companies that they're very close with make sense to them, and it's not just some number going up and down every day. Now it's their actual phone or their friends or their games they're on. So it makes sense to them. So it's fun to follow and watch the market now.
Lovely. Thank you, David. Thank you. Wow. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy you came again.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Bueno, hemos estado con David Dorman, que lo tengo aquí. Ha sido un lujazo, de verdad, no tengo palabras. Este hombre es un tiburón de la bolsa, un maravilloso ser humano. Y thanks, David, for...
¡Hello, España!
Tiene que venir a España y nos lo vamos a llevar. Oh, sí, sí, sí.
Bye, bye, chao.